My name is Rhapsody, and I bring you into a conundrum here in the Darkest Dungeon, the Darkest Raptopia, state the second of his name. We're trying to decide what party we want to go kill the Gibbering Prophet with. Now, the Gibbering Prophet has 3 different pews directly in front of them, and then they're way up there in the back line. So, if I'm thinking about backline damage, and if I especially am thinking about fighting the Gibbering Prophet, I'm thinking about protecting characters using guard, and I'm thinking about damage to the backlines. So I can protect characters using guard and deal damage to the backline and deal with all of my stress over the course of the mission using Lulia, using a Legend Houndmaster. That's pretty good. I can also use Mevrel to deal damage to the backline using Iron Swan, and other than that, she's actually a really good lockdown in fights. That's pretty good as well. Barbaric Yorp locking down the front 2 lines, or if I need to go straight for the back line, I've got Iron Swan for it. Then I'm thinking about reliable healing, because a lot of people get on death's door in this fight. That just fucking happens. That you can't stop that all of the time in this fight. So a reliable party heal that does a lot of healing, like Divine Comfort, is going to be really, really handy. Everyone goes up by 7 HP. That's going to keep everyone off of death's door and probably out of a DOT, putting them below death's door or on death's door before they get their next hit. All of that I feel pretty good about, but I'm starting to think, unless Lulia is the only person being targeted, or unless the person that Lulia has guarded last turn is retargeted, Lulia is almost certainly going to be using guard dog again. And if Lulia is using guard dog again, where is my damage coming from? I guess I just in that case have one person using Iron Swan. That's all of my damage. And Martel, on the off chance she gets a judgment turn, then I lose all of my damage. So who do I put in my second line to amplify the amount of damage that I can do to the back line, or take some of the guarding strain off of Lulia so we can deal with things better? So I've got a couple of options. One of the options is to, in the final fight, move Lulia forward, have a second line be our Houndmaster. He can still use guard dog from here, is incredibly important to be aware of. And then our back line frees up, so at that point we can move, like, Leolof in there. Ridiculous amount of range damage. Leolof can also dodge tank. In fact, Leolof, Musard, any of your grave robbers. That works. I could also throw Dismas into the party. Dismas has nothing that's actually negatively affecting them. Those are all town quirks. You're a quick draw, unyielding, quick reflexes, you're an eagle eye, you're really good, effectively. But you aren't a melee class. And the thing is, Duelist Advance, yes, you can move forward, and you can start triggering those riposts, but those aren't going to be reliably occurring. You're not going to get enough riposts in this fight to actually make it worthwhile, I feel. Especially considering outside of that, he would have to be pistol shotting. So he's rolling range damage and melee damage. So I can't give him a specific buff. Like, if I give him Unparalleled Finesse, that increases his melee. Or if I give him Clean Guns, that's for range. So I feel like that doesn't really work. Another option is to make Major General the second liner, and then he's an Unholy Slayer as well as evasive, quite tough. Beast Slayer is not actually going to be effective here, but still is one, and can use Defender. So Defender will effectively mean that even if 2 people are targeted, if none of those 2 people are Major General, so the worst case scenario is, like, you know, Martel and Mevrel are both targeted with the prognostication of Calamity, he can just guard one of them, and, you know, Major General will take, like, 8 damage, the other person will take, like, 20. But if I do it as this, if it is Martel and Mevrel, then Lulia can also guard in that turn, and we can end up in a scenario where, I mean, Lulia's guard is a little worse, because Lulia is relying on dodging if he's guarding. And I think the accuracy for the attack is ridiculous in this mode. Let me actually just check that out. We are fighting the Gibbering Prophet. Because it's worth knowing, right? Like, if the accuracy for the attack is 200, then a dodge tank doesn't actually work. Because a dodge tank, you know, what? You get 122 extra dodge, then they still have an 80% chance to hit. So I need to know what the accuracy is here. If it's 100 or anything near that, that's really good for me. Okay, the accuracy for Calamitous Prognostication is 222%. But that is just predicting the attack. The Rubble of Ruin... Hang on, let me bring up the champion level. Okay, the Rubble of Ruin is 102%. So if Lulia guards someone using Guard Dog, then with 30 dodge base and then 25 on top of it, it goes to a 50-50 effectively as to whether or not it will actually hit. That's actually pretty good. And if he uses Guard... I mean, that buff lasts for 3 turns, right? So if he uses Guard Dog again, it moves towards 20% chance to hit. This party could do this. This party could do this quite effectively. The only problem is we're a little scattered on our approach towards. And that is to say, we have damage, but bleed is a large part of that damage for Lulia. We've got Mevrel, who's damage, but very, very single target in that damage, unless she uses Barbaric Yorp to lock 2 people down. But then if she's using Yorp, who's dealing my damage, right? Like, I don't get a huge amount of damage out of Major General, despite the fact that he is an Unholy Slayer. It's still not a huge amount of damage. I mean, Bellow is going to help me manipulate the turns. We do have stress healing. We definitely can run this party, but I don't feel freaking amazing about it, I guess. But, you know, you shouldn't always need to feel amazing about everything. I think this is the party that I run with. And I'm glad that I have the time to kind of nut this out at this point. Rampart will never be effective. Is that the case? This is to say against the boss, right? I think that's the case. I think I turn on Retribution when I fight the boss. Because then I can just try and riposte as many of the attacks as possible. Yeah, okay, it's Retribution against the boss. I could probably even turn off Bellow. I don't think I try and bolster tank our whole team or anything stupid like that, though. That said... we're very likely with Mevrel to go for Battle Trance, Sharpened Spear. So that's 6 of ours taken. If we accept the ability to get a nighttime ambush against us, we can take a Party Tactics for the plus 10 dodge and plus 3% crit. And then we have 2 left over for, I guess, an Encourage. Yeah, I think I just accept that I'll be nighttime ambushed here. Or rather, that there's the chance for us to be nighttime ambushed. Because the battle buffs that we can get out of it is so ridiculous. So let's think about what do we actually do here, right? Mevrel, you've actually a couple options. I could give you the Sun Ring, but I could also just give you Heaven's Hairpin. Reduce the amount of stress you take. But we do have a stress healer, and you're a high-ish, I guess, crit character, so I don't think that's the good idea. I think I give you the Sun Ring. The thing is, I don't know if Mevrel takes the Necromancer's Collar. In fact, I'm pretty certain she doesn't. It's really good for her in the final fight, don't get me wrong. And it's plus 5 crit. That's a huge part of it, right? It's got no downside. It's amazing as well. She's quite fast. Why is she so fast? Plus 6 due to town. What? Hang on, what? What happened? What made her so fast? Mevrel has Exits the brothel with a skip in their step after a memorable evening. Oh, okay. She's really fast. Well, now I don't have to give her the speed buff that I usually end up giving her, which is along the lines of the Ancestor's Candle. So I want to give her damage. Damage. I just want to give her damage. But the thing is, I can't rely on only fighting Unholy here, because there are going to be humans. The humans are much rarer. Is that the case? Yeah, the humans are much rarer. Rarer, rather. I think maybe... See, the thing is, the Ancestor's Pen gives me the same stuff, right, that the Necromancer's Collar does. It gives me 5% less damage, but that damage applies to everyone, because she only ever uses melee. It also gives me 10% extra stress. But she's a photomaniac. Okay, she's going to be taking the Ancestor's Pen then. Lulia, there is a case to be made that I might give you the Necromancer's Collar. Let's go for the super obvious build on the super obvious person who takes that super obvious build. Ancestors map, Ancestors scroll. Yes, done. Major General, you need accuracy, and you need a stunning trinket, so the Rampart Shield. So you're not really going to be dealing that much damage, but the whole point of view is actually just to keep things locked down. Unfortunately, he can't lock down the final line, which is going to be annoying. So if I need the final person to die first, it's going to have to be, you know, like Iron Swan plus an attack to the back line. Lulia. Lulia, oftentimes I'll give you something like Dismas's head. Do I give that to you now? Could give you the Crescendo box, 10% less damage, but it doesn't affect your maximum HP. I think your maximum HP is actually going to need to be kind of reasonable here, considering you might get hit when you try to protect someone. So taking 4 of your HP away is a lot. It's a lot more than nothing. I could give you the Crescendo box. I could also just give you the Necromancer's Collar. Give you the damage against enemies that you usually don't get. It will increase your crit kind of ridiculously, right? Your base attack is 4%, so 11, you go up to 16. It's pretty reasonable. And then add on top of that a dog treat. I think that might be my best option here. Alright, you'll take the Necromancer's Collar. That kits out our party. Now... let's make sure that everyone has the right skills equipped and trained and etc. Alright, Mevrel. Let's go. Wicked, Iron. You're not going to be yorping that often in the way that I'm currently running you. So I'm actually going to have you take Adrenaline Rush, because I'm going to be using Major General. You need to be a damage dealer, because Major General is decidedly not. Never mind. You are actually tagging those skills, Major General. Mortel... let's make this in order of usage, right? Lulia, yours is already. I'm just going to make sure that it's in the right order. Beautiful. Everyone has max level of all of their things. There are a few people that I want to lock away and fix some things on. Specifically, Braquois, you need to remove Hieromania, Anemic, and Witness. Let's remove all of the easier ones first. So, Curious. That's horrible and you need to remove it. So, let's cure that off of you. Renushadi. Satanophobia. Ruminator. Clumsy. Bloodthirsty. Like, a lot of those need to be removed as well. So, we'll remove Ruminator right now. Is there anything that would actually help me over this mission? House of the Yellow Hand, I'm not taking any of those classes right now. Altar of Light, I am taking a Vestal, and having extra stun resist and extra healing skills is actually pretty good. But I don't think I can even pick that up if I wanted to. No one in the stagecoach that I want, right? No, I did check those. Beautiful. Thebust I could actually possibly take. In fact, I will. I have space in my inventory, whatever. She's got Photomania, which is amazing. She's got Anemic, which is bad, but I can just swap those in. Alright, let's start provisioning. So the final fight, this guy has actually the ability to give us the Venom, to blight us. Might actually take a full stack of anti-venom. Yeah. I'm going to take a full stack of anti-venom. 3 and 3. Shouldn't need that. Let's take 2 and a bit stack of torches. I can also take 4 holy water to give us resist. In fact, I'll take a full stack of holy water because holy water is pretty good in the area. But to give us resistance against the early fulminations, I don't want him to blight all of my characters because that's what'll kill you in this fight, the blights. 2 medicinal herbs, none. Okay, we're covered. I could take some laudanum, but I'll just deal with my stress damage if I get any. Okay. Let's embark.
Finally, resigned to his uncommon corporeal resilience, I lured him to the dig. There, I showed him the thing and detailed the full extent of my plans. Triumphantly, I watched as he tore his eyes from their sockets and ran shrieking into the shadows, wailing maniacally that the end was upon us all.
You can't exactly call that an unforeseen event.
The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
Both corridors are equidistant, so without scouting, I'm not going to be able to see which of them is actually the one I care about. Woo! Lock of Fury is actually really good for abominations. Bone Bearer needs to die right now, and also can't be stunned. Fucking horribly, unfortunately, I guess I'm going to have to hit you with this. I just need to deal damage to you. Of course, I'm not going to bleed you. I didn't expect to. Wow, are we going to roll the lowest amount of damage we can roll on every one of these characters as they hit them? Yeah, it looks like it. Nice work, me. Alright. Gimme that solid 11 damage. She's balanced, so it was unlikely for her to move there anyway. I'll give it to the person who hasn't acted, of course. Well done. Yeah, solid 17. Okay, there we go. That's more what I was looking for. He is actually quite fast. I do need to prevent him from getting a turn. Nice dodge, you prick. Self-heal on top of it. Now we can start worrying about trying to stun people like this. The Rampart will move her, that is to say Mavrel, out of the ability to Iron Swan, which is something I did not think about. And I feel real dumb. God, the low rolls. Thank you. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to stun this guy again.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Yeah, nice hit. Oh, thank you for moving me back. It's not actually helpful right now, but still, thank you for thank you nonetheless. Okay. We're gonna start having to heal a couple of these. Okay, he's pretty slow, so I can just wait for him for a turn. I'd have slowed him down with Bellow, but everyone's already pretty close to death's door. So the final person to act is the person who has to kill him. Nice, good stress heal there. Self-heal. Alright, that's pretty much the perfect ordering.
The flesh is knit.
Never mind. Take 9 damage, I really didn't want to.
As the fiend falls,
yeah, he was the same speed as Major General, so it was a 50-50. Okay. Overlooking the fact that Rampart was going to be moving Major General forward is actually a problem. Fucking... what? Bone Bearer! Dude! Stop! 8 to 16 rolls the 8. Of course. Can that stop happening, please? It's important to kill you first. And you're dodging all of my attacks, which quite frankly is rude. The thing is, if I knock the Bone Sharpshooter back, I'm actually going to prevent the Bone Bearer from really being... sorry, I'm gonna prevent the Bone Bearer from being hit with Iron Swan. So instead... Oh, but I can't even use Iron Swan if I actually use my Rampart here. Fuck. I really want to send the shield wall back, because the shield wall going backwards means the shield wall can't actually attack really good to the front lines, and the Bone Sharpshooter being forwards means the Bone Sharpshooter can't do anything perfect. But the thing is, either of them doing that attack will move them back to their position where they're actually effective, moving the other one forward, so only one of them will be affected by that. Fine. I'm gonna stun the Bone Sharpshooter, move him back. That's fucking stupid as hell, by the way. Missing all of those attacks and low-rolling the only one that actually hit. Oh, bye. Solid fucking 19 damage. God. You'd be forgiven for thinking I don't have sun rings on everyone. Which I do. On everyone. Pretty much everyone else. Like, I've done nothing but attack the Bone Bearer. And it's not working. It's not paying off. Yeah, you're on death's door. See, the shitty thing is, I really need to hit that Bone Bearer, but now I also need to guard her. Well, shit. Hey, nice of you to actually land a hit one of these days. Never mind, doesn't last for too long. There you go. 4 to 8, rolls 4. Naturally. And meanwhile, this is 3 rounds of him just ridiculously buffing his team. These guys suck, and I've had them in both of my fights so far. 2 fights in a row, 2 Bone Bearers. 4 rounds, only attacking the Bone Bearer. 4 rounds until I could kill it. That's not cool. Stun you to a position where you can't do anything. Try and heal myself up a bit so crit doesn't put me on death. Sorry, never mind, I'm going death's door anyway. Hello, no. Their buff has actually worn off. Beautiful. So now I am on death's door, but...
And now the true test.
You know.
Or expire.
I got here, honestly. Come on, Vestal. God. Okay, your speed is 7, so I actually can't rely on the Vessel going in time. Vessel obviously had a bad speed roll. Yep. Quarrel, thankfully, doesn't target the right person. Beautiful. Bombs the Axe Blade, moves you forward, doesn't do much though. Kind of want to see if I can stall here for a little bit. Like, it'd be really nice if I could, but unfortunately a Bone Sharpshooter in that position. You know, if I did kill these corpses first, I could probably stall here. Go for a full heal. Yeah. We're doing that then. That's going to bleed, so it's dying over 2 rounds. It's not dead yet, though. Quarrel goes back line. Gets dodged. Nice. Yeah, no, because we can dodge tank and normal tank, and then we can have these. Yeah, okay. We can actually do this easily. In fact, it's almost painfully easy for me to do this right now. I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. It's not going to be a full stress heal, mind you. But it will be a full heal. Okay, you just self-heal. You party heal. 16 across the party. Beautiful work. See, Bayonet Jab doesn't do a ridiculous amount of damage, and nor does anything that the shield wall can do right now. So as long as I guard my center 2 characters, I'm because the dodge is going to make sure that I don't actually get hit by that often at all. And the protection means that even if the man-at-arms does get hit, it's not going to be a large amount of damage. Yeah, you have to guard for 2 rounds, right? Yeah, that guard's only for 1 round. Okay, cool. Because of that, I can definitely out-heal the amount of damage that they can do. The only thing is if they hit my healer or the man-at-arms, both of which would hit the man-at-arms, actually connect the attack and crit, then I'm a little annoyed. I can also steal a couple turns away from them because I've got the guard on double here. Mevrel's actually on full health, so I'm not even going to guard her this turn. I'm going to get the stress heal out here. Didn't work out. Nice dodge. Now, the reason I kind of feel like I have to do this is because we got majorly fucking boned by having those 2 bone bearers. Pun was literally not intended at all. And those 2 bone bearers, especially the second one, were tricksy as hell. So I have to get a bit of recovery in here. And by a bit of recovery, I mean a lot of recovery. Just a ridiculous amount of recovery. Be nice if I could get some of it on the target that I keep trying to get it on. Let's get it on. Let's heal, baby. I could yell at him. No. Doesn't actually help me to do so. Come on, stress heal her. Thank you. Beautiful. We've got about 2 more heals, right? Here's one on yourself. You go back to full, and then 16 health is going to be 2 individual heals on her. Mevrel can self-heal herself over those turns. The reason that Mevrel is not currently guarding herself is because that's okay. She can self-heal. It's fine. And it allows me to get the other attacks out. That is to say, the stress heals. Beautiful. All right, now you're in a much more manageable position. Okay. That's annoying. Now you're actually starting to really test me here. If she does a self-heal and then I do a party heal, I can actually just finish the battle there. And that should be fine. Self-heal, party heal, okay. Come on. Hey! Down to 10. That's beautiful. Here's the self-heal. Then... Don't. Thank you. Then the party heal. Beautiful. We're only missing 2 HP on frontliner.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Okay, so that was some really good recovery right there. What are we? 76 for the slower target? This is not bad. Good lord, come on. Oh, right, he had protection of 70 there. Because he had the foul warding buff still on himself. I was really hoping the next person to go would be not this character. Would be the healer, rather.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Contents are mine. That Sapphire does need to come with. Easy space for it. There's battle, trap, Curio. Okay, cool. Room battle with Curio. I do want to engage as many things as I possibly can. Fuck off! What is this?
A decisive
Okay.
killing.
That's a good opening. 10, that's 2 more than the low end of your attack damage, so yeah, can't always go great all the time. Alright, we're still rolling the low end of most of our attack rolls, but we didn't get dodged that first attack. Isn't that great? And then you decided to buff someone who is already in position. I could actually use this as a healing fight as well, easily with the shield wall and militia. They don't do any damage. Goodbye. Probably not going to need to use this as that kind of a fight. I don't know. Call it intuition. Nice crit. That's exactly what I wanted for you to lower that off. Beautiful. That was probably dumb.
A devastating blow.
And by probably, I mean definitely exactly. Oh, we did resist the stun, though. Okay, a single heal there is not going to be enough. Oh, shield wall. Okay. That was dumb. That was dumb. That's the position where Divine Grace usually is. I've got to retrain my thought of that. Just going to finish the fight, then. Got him.
Success so clearly.
Why am I still getting crests?
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Yeah, I think I already bought all the things in town that I want with crests. I think I might actually start stocking up some portraits. That is to say, all of the monuments, I think, I picked up. I definitely need busts, though. That one's guaranteed. Purging off my negatives. How many negatives am I going to incur? Not many, if any. Not many, if any. How many dudes, you know, got the skills to go? Don't really need to take money home right now. Alright. Nope. No critical scout. I might have to come back this way, and even though the boss might be up here, it's possible I still have to come... I'm going to interact with this right now just to get the medicinal herbs out of my inventory. Free up a space. But yeah, I might have to come back this way, so I'm going to try and leave curios and things like that if I can. Hey! A battle without a bone bearer? Who knew it was even possible? 13 to 35 does 13. Of course you do. Alright. Stun chance here is 140, but 70? It's not the worst stun chance ever. Gets resisted, though.
Struck. A blazing star is born.
Solid. That's the kind of damage I'm looking for here. If I stun you with a rampart, 4 is my low end. Yeah, I'm not guaranteed to kill you, unfortunately. But if I stun the bone shield wall, I steal a couple of turns from it, which is pretty big. Never mind. It didn't move back. That's annoying. All right. Take her out before she stresses the party. Stress is more quarrelsome for me to fix. Good crit.
Diminished.
Might have could use these bandages earlier. I'll save the bandages right now though, because you know they could be more useful later. Let me yell at you two. Get the debuff on you as soon as I can. And let's start doing single target big heals. Axe Blade goes for dodge. Okay. Should be able to... Wow, that is not the person who was supposed to attack next. Oh, right, but it doesn't actually matter because all of us are going to attack in time. Such is the nature of the bellow. 9. That's a reasonable amount of damage for you to be doing, bud. Yeah, I can still just attack you. You have enough protection, that's fine. Party heal, low party heal, unfortunately. Do think I need to try and close the door on the way out here. Doesn't work out. Okay. Now we definitely need to kill him by the end of this round, lest we want to incur penalty. So just the final person needs to make the hit here. It'll be fine. Just in case Major General goes after our healer, does so. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm not even gonna make space for the Onyx. I'm on that heirloom patrol, yo. God, I'm gonna have to go 2 more rooms. That's actually a really good amount of loot right there. The thing is, it's gonna be gems. So I think in general, because I'm going on the heirloom patrol right now, my gem situation should be I only take back things that are sapphire and better. They crit the ever-loving fuck out of targets that are marked.
Annihilated.
So I might actually just defend that one there. 71. 70% chance for the stun. Didn't work out. Nice dodge. Yeah, I'm actually... Oh, no. They're quite fast. If I yell at both of them... It doesn't even take to both of them. If it had have taken on both of them, that would have pretty much stunned both of them. Effectively.
Destroyed.
Deeds and portraits. Yeah, I want both.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I'm gonna need those torches because I have a lot more dungeon to explore. Okay, this is where we part with our bandages. I guess I'm not taking portraits home. Yeah. Don't need to take that right now. In fact, it would be negative to take that because it means that these torches will be occupying my inventory for longer. Alright, come on, please scout after this. Otherwise, I'm just, like, I have to blindly think that this is a boss battle. Stun chance is 180, right? So I can stun this guy for a round. Yeah, right. We'll try and take the Bone Lancer out. That's a really high roll on my damage, 17 being the top end. That's a really good roll as well. Miss. Had to. Alright. Just guaranteed.
The ground quakes.
Yeah, just show up the rest of our team. Why don't... Speaking of showing up the rest of our team, Jesus fuck. Yikes. Hit him, babes. It's gonna take me 3 and a bit turns of healing to actually get back on par with that. Yikes. Alright. 130. Ooh. I might actually have another stun coming up for you, boyo.
Sedated.
140, 180, 45% chance of stunning. That's not good enough, right? I'm gonna yell at you. Didn't work out. Ground pound. Stuns none of us. Beautiful. Didn't even do that much damage, to be fair. Good crit. Gonna heal off some of the stress from when you would crit. This guy is size 2. So I do have a long time to kill him. So you're going to be doing a stress heal. Removes the rest of our stress. AoE heal. Because everyone does need a little bit. And then there goes the kill. Beautiful.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Crumbs. I want to make space for both of those. I can't throw away the Lock of Fury. It's so good when we actually have an Abomination. Plus speed and plus damage. Is it so good? I already have, like, it's worse than the candle, Because the Abomination is already quite quick. So giving them 3 speed over 2 speed, the candle giving 2 speed, that is, isn't huge. I also have that, the box, the Madman's box, not the Aria or Crescendo, I think it's the other one, that gives 2 speed and 15% damage. I don't think I need this. It's hard to throw away, though. Alright, let me see if the... Okay, good, we did scout. Right. Well, that's terrifyingly sad. I am going to turn these 2 down right now, because we have to go all the way up here, and then turn our light out and turn all the way back around, and just loot everything on the way back. There's no way we are going to have space for all of the things in our inventory at this point, so... This is going to be rough. Ooh, that's a nice buff. I might actually camp. No. Brigand Hunter, you need to die. You've got a party stress thing, don't you? Oh, you resisted. Beautiful, you're dead. Yeah, let's stun one of these.
Well struck.
Good crit. Slice and dice at the front 2 lines. 5 and 5. Fine. Debuff is lower bleed resist, right? Yeah. We'll try and kill the person who has stun resist. Because the other person can just be stunned. I would attempt to roll for the stun there myself, but they actually have a dodge stat. So I think the only person who can really even stun them is going to be Major General. Speed 5. We're quite likely to be able to kill the Brigand Cutthroat before it gets a turn here. I'm going to kick in that damage 4. It's the lowest amount of damage I could have kicked in. That's an unfortunately slow move on behalf of Lulia. Lulia is 5 faster than the infamous Cutthroat. And still rolled lower. For speed, that is. Okay, cool. I did that because now he dies at the end of that turn, so I get another free turn of healing. Especially important is this self-heal. Then party heal. Everyone should be back at full. Stress? I mean, shit, might work. Hey, it does.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
It's not super important that I get this buff. Major General never goes on low. I think I might actually give Martel this. No, you got Insight. That's the worst. Runes Adventurer replaced what? Wield Scrounger. It's actually better. And it doesn't force us to camp. Alright, turn out the light, and then we're gonna have a low light battle here. Come from nothing. Okay, never mind. I guess we're gonna have a highlight battle there. Because Hylemania has forced us to loot this already. Yeah, they seem pretty surprised by this. I will feast on your heart. Jesus Christ. Take that doll. Turn it a bit, just a tiny bit down. From, you know, actual cannibal.
Trifling victory.
Please?
But a victory nonetheless.
Can't loot this without possibly giving one of my characters claustrophobia. What are we? It's, crate. Box. Something. Is it worth turning my stuff off? Uh, 8 torches left for the majority of this. So 8 torches, 3 to get me back up to full, 1 for sustain. So it's 4 to get me back up to full, 1 for sustain. I'm gonna have to go a little torchless here, which means that we start running out of scouting. Yeah, no, I actually don't even turn off my light right now. Take the Brawler's Gloves. I think I have a kit back at home, but... worth taking him.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
We burn that right now because we don't actually have space in our inventory for it. Okay. We can't camp until directly before the boss because I don't want to have 5 fights before I actually hit the boss. Or rather, 4 fights. Okay. Crumbs, this actually is the worst case scenario because the ruby is the other thing that I said I would take home. Or hunger ping. It's too likely we get another hunger ping. How likely am I going to need stress recovery? Possibly, actually. Think we're throwing away a stack of portraits here. Yep. It's unfortunate because I need the holy water for the fulminating prophet. Sorry, the gibbering prophet. I need the anti-venom for the fulminating attack of the gibbering prophet. I need the food for camping and sustain. I need the firewood for camping and sustain. I need the dog treats for the final fight. I need the torches for movement through the dungeon, as well as the shovels. The skeleton keys are in themselves transferable for loot. Oh, that would be so fucking good if I could. I'm actually taking the busts. Busts are more important than portraits to me right now. I'm making those decisions on the fly, so that's why I'm making a decision, then I'll make a completely contradictory decision. So don't look for some sort of consistency in those. You will be amazingly saddened. That could give you a map or negative stress, but it can't give you a negative quirk, right? Probably should have read that, in fact, actually. All right, give me the scouts. Good scout. Double scout? No, one scout. Yeah, okay. Now I want this to be a double scout. Stashed heirlooms. Beautiful.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
You know what? I actually am going to go all busts because I want to be able to unlock that final part of my... I'm not going to be using all of these shovels anymore.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
So I am going to go all busts because I want the Sanguine Vinters. Yeah, we got the double scout. Cool. Well, I mean, it didn't even matter. We already know that's the boss. But not only do I want the Sanguine Vinters, I'm also going to want the... Hang on, there was another thing I wanted. It's in my brain. I can't think of it right now. God damn it. If only I didn't have a defective brain. Hang on. Upgrades to the treatment ward facility. Just gonna kill that. Unfortunately, this could give us a disease before we go in. Crits and no disease, but a bunch of stress. Can't even heal her. Thanks, bud.
Impressive.
We can now throw away our shovels, by the way.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Okay, I'm gonna actually save my torches because right now I'm definitely gonna be camping anyway. Camp.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
So battle trance and sharpened spear. We were accepting the possibility of a nighttime ambush, so I was going tactics, right? Tactics is 10 dodge. That's actually going to be really big in this final fight. I don't think I go for the damage and crit because we have 2 characters that aren't going to be taking advantage of their damage nor their crit. We didn't get ambushed. Beautiful.
The promise of safety.
All right, there's no fight in this hallway, so I may as well swap around my abilities right now. Bellow I might actually end up using on off turns just to lower the dodge of the Gibbering Prophet. Rampart never gets used, so Retribution gets taken in its place. Those are all good. We don't have anyone else to take care of, to take use of marks, so target whistle doesn't happen. That's how that goes. And is this how this goes? I believe it is. Yeah, it is. Good. Should have left that for later.
Stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Okay. Pump the torch because we need to have good torch when we go in. Give everyone the holy water to prevent them getting hit by the fulmination. It's fight time. Alright. Just making sure that I haven't fucked up something horrible here.
The madman hides there, behind the pews, spouting his mindless drivel.
It's a really good early prognostication there. When possible, I'll have the man-at-arms do the guard instead, because Luli is better at damage dealing, 20% crit chance, as well as a bleed on top of your attacks. Nice crit. Okay. Solid guard. I mean, I'm not expecting that to hit, but, you know, she'll be healing later. Eye on you on the back lines. This is some stress. Oh, and a stun. Wow. That's unfortunate. That could have stunned our healer. Calamitous prognostication. I'm now going to have to protect him from that, unfortunately. Rough. Okay, good heal. Fulminate goes across the party, crits the back line, and that's the only person that blights as well. To protect you, though. Rubble of Ruin does 7 damage, because we have now, what, 90% protection? Yeah, it's pretty good. Calamitous prognostication. Another 43, really good. Trying to make sure that I use the turns correctly. Okay, cool. Yours is anti-venom. Take that back line. 90% protection on myself. See, I've got 90% protection. I reduce the amount of damage I take by 90%. Oh, don't stun him. Oh, it stunned the man-at-arms. Oh, the guard is gone. Nice dodge, though. Holy shit. I fear I may have failed to account for something, but I can't tell what. Alright. Here's my move. Excuse me, could you just go back? Oh, no reason. I just need you to be hit by this instead of me. Oh, that's fucking evil. I love it. It's fucking evil, dude. I love it. Okay, it's time for that doggy treat. Good. Alright, I'm gonna set up my retribution now. Because I'll get a bunch of retributions off. There's one. Here comes the second. Here comes the third. No, that doesn't get a response. Of course, it's not an attack. Let's have you anti-venom. Nice. I think you're dead, in fact. You are, but not fast enough.
Did he foresee his own demise? I care not, so long as he remains dead.
Stunning Satchel and the Sly Eye Patch. I'm not likely to take either of those. Quickly anti-venom both of these off. Alright. Since I have food left, I'm just going to travel back and see if I can actually pick up the final prong. There's only one more battle unless something spawns in the corridor. We do actually have inventory space for this right now, so I'm going to swap these around. So now Lulia is pretty much guaranteed to disarm this trap, and will gain extra stress heal from it. The stress heal from Ancestor's Scroll and the extra trap disarm from the map. Let's swap those back. Uh-oh. There we go. Beautiful. We're going to pick up a little bit of stress along the way, but I guess it really depends the curios with which we manage to interact as to whether or not it becomes worth it. Alright, there's one hunger check. If we get another hunger check, we're just leaving. Alright, we need to start swapping that inventory space back, because the next thing we encounter is going to be a trap. Alrighty then, and back again. God damn it. It's only gonna take me a couple billion years. Just get comfy. Curio with which I don't want to interact at all.
In Radiance, may we
Hopefully
find
this
victory.
fight's good. Sarcophagus, with which I also won't interact. Thanks, game. I love you too. Bunch of stress. Give it to me, give it to me. Whew, bunch of stress lost. Lovely. Oh, I didn't change my abilities back. Alright, I guess this is a retribution fight. No! Target me! Stun him. God damn it! I've had a 70% chance to stun all of the targets that I've hit with that, and it has stunned fucking goose egg. None of them. It's important to take out the Bone Sergeant. That dude crits like a motherfucker. Boom. Stun? Oh, no, I can't stun, of course. Yeah, sure, I'll just quickly learn an ability that I don't already have. God, the dodges in this fight, though. Jeez, dodgy as hell. Alright, I'm gonna use stress heals when they're available. The single target heals probably aren't useful, because this is my final fight. So unless they threaten to get me to death's door, I really don't care. That's the wrong attack. I obviously should have gone for the non-bleeding attack. Eh, rough. I don't think without a crit, yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to wipe you. Max Blade again. Dodged. Beautiful. Nice crit.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay, we don't spot a... whatchamacallits. Don't spot a secret room, so I managed to drop all of that equipment. That's pretty good. Bunch of busts. 3 different rare trinkets, Crusaders, or Commander's Orders, rather, which are actually bad. I don't know if I'll ever be using those. I'm not going to go for the sarcophagus because you can get thanatophobia out of that, and that's not good. Yeah? I mean, sure, not a ridiculous amount of money, but it's more money than I invested in going. And far bigger dividend in terms of those heirlooms. Tetanus, lethargy. Okay, both of those need to be killed before we ever go out again. Soft also needs to be removed. Ruin Scrounge replaces Warrant's Tactician. Yeah. Half of one, 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Skilled Gambler versus Cophobe. Cophobe doesn't really need to be removed, but I'll remove it when I get the time.
Death and demise. Cause for celebration.
The bar is free. In fact, all of the events in the tavern are free. Unequip, resort, see if we have anything super interesting on the horizon. Eternity Collar. I still don't understand why Eternity's Collar, very rare for the Flagellant, plus 10% death blow resist, when there's like so much shit. Like, for example, Tenacity Ring, negative 1% to crit, but it's 10% death blow resist and 5 dodge. It's uncommon. I mean, the super obvious one is Whereabouts Are You, buddy? No, I already sold it. Right, the Martyr's Seal, which is 12% to your death blow resist increase, as well as a bunch of other positives when you're on death's door, which is just way fucking better for the Flagellant. That makes no sense to me. That needs to be made better. Cleansing Crystal is actually pretty good. You give it to a character who doesn't have a bleed, a blight, or a debuff, and it's just really, really good for them. Actually, it's also really good for the Cove, because there's a couple characters there that bleed you, as well as a couple characters that debuff you. But in particular, against the Siren, it would be particularly good, because it would prevent her from actually being able to take you, right? So you just put that on your damage dealer, along with a Sun Ring. That actually might sway me. I might actually... Ooh, okay. We've got high infestation now, so we're going to start getting the invitations to the courtyard, so don't you worry your pretty little heads about it, friends. I will be going there. It hasn't been an opportunity so far, but it is increasingly an opportunity. The next episode is almost certainly going to be going for that Swine God. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.